name is Mary Isaacs, and I'm in Mr. Collins' class, and I'm presenting a tornado called the May 28, 1996 tornado outbreak in Kentucky. And this is Rachel, and she was actually in the storm.
I was.
Yeah.
So, my name is Rachel McKelvey Isaacs, and I am Mary's stepmom, and this is Winston. Winston Sinclair McKelvey Isaacs, and we wanted to tell you about this tornado outbreak. We are known as what's referred to as a tornado alley, which means that we have a lot of tornadoes. So, with this specific series of tornadoes, what happened is I was home from college. And from my master's program actually, and we were eating with my parents at the Red Lobster in Louisville, and my mother noticed that none of the waiters or waitresses were helping us, and that the whole restaurant seemed like without service help. So she told me to go find out what was happening. So I went into the bar area, and they were all around this TV, and it said on the TV that Mount Washington had been hit by 3 tornadoes. Being that that's my area in my county where all my family lives, I went back and told my parents. We jumped in the minivan and took off, driving towards, from Louisville into Bullitt County. We noticed that the wind died down, and one of the things that happens right before a tornado is the wind will stop, and it'll be really, really still. And then the sky took on a greenish hue. So we stopped the minivan. We pulled into the nearest parking lot, which was a Big Lots. We jumped out of the minivan running towards the Big Lots to get shelter. The manager was actually bolt locking the door, and I had to scream for him to stop to let us in. We ran inside, went to the back to the area where there was it was the bathroom area, because it was the only place that had cement block all the way around. And right when we got back there, I think we were there maybe 2 minutes, and we heard the train, which is a tornado, come over the building. It took off the roof of the Big Lots. Water came in on us, and we saw those racks that held merchandise fall over like dominoes. We ran back out afterwards. We ran back out to the vehicle, to our vehicle, which was not hurt, and took off back towards our town. It was starting to get dark.
And no one died, but 10 injuries occurred.
Right, which is really interesting, because there was, I think your research found 11 tornadoes that came through during that almost 4-hour period. And so we called it, in our town, we called it the finger of God, because it took out an entire neighborhood, like a huge subdivision. It was called the City of Pioneer Village, but it was located in Bullitt County. So for no one to have died was like a major, major thing.
Yeah. And it was an F4 tornado, and it damaged an Arby's, a Crackle Barrel, and a Budget Inn. It flipped 5 tractor trailers, and the tornado was half a mile wide.
Right. And so it went across I-65 at that Brooks exit, and that's where it turned over and flipped those trucks. And then it was heading, or the series of them was heading east towards Mount Washington, which is where I'm from. And during that, because it was right there on the freeway, that's why the Arby's and the hotel and everything was taken out.
The cost of the storm was $102.1 million.
That was the damages, and that's in 1996.